You're not a bad salesperson. You're just selling something that nobody wants, or it's not clear on how you're packaging your message. And that's an actual fact, because I was the guy spending wild money chasing leads, not knowing what I was really doing, creating content that was talking to nobody until I fixed this one thing. And that's my offer. Throughout the years of reading, testing, and implementing different systems, I came up with something called the Offer Architect. It's a simple, repeatable system for service-based business that wants to turn their thing into an irresistible offer that people want to buy. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how a music production company can get clear with their offer and create their whole entire marketing message around that one complete offer. So let's get straight into it. My name is Anthony Richardson, and I'm the president of Secured Securities Corp. We are a licensed fire alarm and security company here in New York City. We've installed over $5 million when it comes to fire alarm and security systems throughout the government, private, and also the commercial sectors. And for years, I've struggled with marketing. Most of our business comes through referrals or us being certified as a minority vendor, so we just get emails and they just ask us for our price and we send it, we get the work. But every time I tried to run ads to actually bring more leads to the business, hit my website on my funnel, it felt like I was just throwing money in space. The shit was going nowhere. But what changed is I had to stop chasing tactics and I had to start learning from the greats. I picked up books from Alex Hormozi. I learned how to 10x my leads and actually output on multiple different social media channels. I learned from Russell Brunson.com secrets and how to create funnels or even present the perfect webinar. And then also Aaron Fletcher, it seems as if he took all of this information and put it into an AI machine called the GrowthWorks, to where you could just input a few prompts of your idea and then it'll spit out everything for you. I'll go live with that event so you can see exactly how the GrowthWorks system will work within your business. So make sure you follow the channel, because I'm definitely going to be doing a video on the GrowthWorks machine to show you how you can use this in your business and how it can create your whole marketing plan and everything you need to do to make money within your business. 1, 2, 3, boom, it's done. So let's just state the facts. Most entrepreneurs and businesses think they have a real marketing problem, but what they have is a clarity problem. We don't know what you do. We don't know what problem you solve or who you're here to help. Until you identify the problem, it's hard to talk to the people who have those problems to see your solution. So let me say this and hopefully it sink into your brain module. You don't need better ads. You don't need a fancier funnel. All you need is a better, more clearer offer. So now the Offer Architect has 4 pillars. This is how we're going to rewire your whole entire content strategy, so that way when you're speaking exactly to the people you need to speak to, and it's going to be easier for you to make money within your business. So the first pillar is the specific outcome. I don't want you to sell your services. I want you to sell the end result. What is the client going to achieve by you solving their problem? So with the music production example, you don't want to just say, I'm a music producer or I just produce music. Instead, you want to say something like, we help independent hip hop artists become more profitable, self-sufficient independent moguls through music production, brand development, and business education. Now ask yourself, wouldn't that just cut through the noise a lot more? Wouldn't that speak directly to the person who have those particular problems? Now the second pillar is your irresistible offer. Still using the same example as a music production company, the Offer Architect is going to take you through a series of questions so that way you can get crystal clear on what it is you're actually trying to do within this market. And I already went through all the prompts inside the Offer Architect, so I don't make this an extremely long video, so we can go straight through it once we get to that section so you can see how the Offer Architect can build an offer out for your business. And the third pillar is the delivery system. It's going to give you the exact strategy on how you should price it. It's going to give you like a baseline area on where you should price your material, your tier pricing material, how you're going to get paid, how soon you should expect to get paid, and what are the contingencies if things do not work. And the fourth pillar is the risk reversal. What is your biggest fear? The biggest fear for me, especially investing into someone that I don't even know, is spending too much money, or spending any type of money for that matter, for something that I don't see any value in, looking stupid, or actually going through something that's just totally confusing and out of control and I don't even understand what process I'm going going through. So I don't want you to have any of these fears. I want to eliminate those from the jump to let you know this is exactly how we use it within our fire alarm business. So if you want the full step-by-step training on the Offer Architect, I will leave the video link in the description. We'll also throw it up on the screen somewhere, but we're going to jump into what we created for the music production company. We're going to go through it briefly so that way you can see how it actually created the offer and the marketing plan for this new music production company. So let's jump straight into it. So when you first start off with the Offer Architect, this is what it's going to look like. Create me an irresistible offer and build my entire marketing plan. So once you click that and put that in, it's going to audit your assumptions. It's going to say understood, and it's going to spit all this information out, and then it's going to go through the series of steps. So these are the core questions it's going to ask you in step 1. This is the identity activation stage, right? So throughout these 10 questions, and don't worry, I'm going to share this link and put this link also inside of the description so that way you can have this full thing with you. So it's going to ask you all 10 of these questions. What you're going to have to do is answer as thoroughly as possible each one of those questions. I was real brief with it, but you should have a whole lot more information sitting here answering those questions, being as detailed as possible so that way you can get the best information for you. So the next step after that is going to audit your offer, right? So step 1 is going to be your summary challenges. So it's going to tell you what your vision is. You want to raise the quality of hip hop music and empower artists to protect and monetize their art, right? It's challenging you, saying that raised quality is broad. This currency right here is too broad. You can't sell raised quality, so you have to get more precise on what you're trying to do within your business. So this is how it's going to challenge you. Then it's going to give you the mission, what your mission should be. You help hip hop artists go from making amateur tracks to releasing high quality, legally protected, professional promoted music. Now the challenge of this is that a mix of production, education, and marketing is all valuable, but potentially it's scattered. So it's pretty much telling me that you still have a completely broad idea. So we have to still hone in on what you're trying to do within this industry. What market do you serve? So now we serve the market of hip hop. My location is in New York. The target is independent artists who make bad music but want professional results. Okay, so people who have bad music is emotionally true but strategically weak. You need to define them as ambitious artists who know they need better music production and visibility, not bad ones. All right, so you have to change the currency on how you actually speak to your audience to trigger your audience. Then after that, we go through the problem. What struggles do they have? Competitive music, they can't promote their music. They don't know how to register their music on ASCAP, BMI, Harry Fox, or whomever these registrations are. They don't know how to do none of that. So they avoid being exploited by labels and things of that nature, right? So it's also going to challenge that. Then next is going to give the promise. What's your core result? Like, what is your core mechanism? What is the main system of your offer that's going to transform me, right? So it says we help independent hip hop artists create industry quality tracks, protect their rights, and build a real fan base, right? So the challenge is this promise is strong but too wide. You need to pick one of these as your front end result, the thing you can advertise and sell first. The next is going to go after your proof and credibility. What is your proof and credibility? I went to Full Sail University, got a music production degree, and I've been doing music on the side. 10 years doing it, experience getting artists on streaming platforms, sending beats and making music, things like that, right? So whatever your qualities are, what's your credibility? If you don't have any, you can still borrow from someone else's. It's okay if you don't have the credibility. The next is your positioning. How are you perceived? How do they perceive you? You want to be seen as a premium producer with stacked offers and training. This aligns with the producer educator hybrid model, but premium brands must simplify their front end offer first. So they keep telling me and reminding me you're still not 100% clear on what you're trying to do. So now what's the philosophy? What do you believe? I believe that artists should be educated, independent, and protected from exploitation. All right. Now it's going to break down the product model. The product model is your stacked offer, your custom beats. You got artist development, showing them how to register their license, beat licensing, outright purchase. They could buy beats from you, directly from you. You could do an album, you could do a mixtape, whatever. You got the coaching and marketing exposure, promotions via podcast interviews and other social media platforms, right? So this is like your stacked offer that you're offering to this particular audience who's looking to grow their fan base through music. Then you have the profit engine. This is how we're going to make the money. So the current mix state is sales, lease, coaching, then promotion, right? So this needs simple simplification, you'll need one main revenue driver, like a custom beats or artist program, and then the rest will support the monetization channel. Now, the strategic summary or the core offer identity is you are a premium hip-hop artist producer mentor in New York City. You help independent artists who want to sound professional, get exposure, and avoid being exploited. You deliver high-quality production, artist education, and business empowerment. Your proof is you went to school and you have decades of productions and you have streaming track record. Your brand essence is independence, excellence, and integrity in hip-hop. So the action checklist before step 2, because it's always going to ask you more questions, is going to choose your identity core. So it's going to ask you want to be a producer first or artist development first? Which way do you want to go? Define your primary plan. You want to solve sound quality, business knowledge, exposure, or protection. Pick one. Choose your front-end promise, the single specific outcome you'll set. So once you confirm these changes, then it'll move on to the next step. So once you input that information with as much detail as you can, it's going to take you to the next step. So now it's going to align your offer. So it's going to start finalizing your offer. So your artist development is the first brand. You're positioning your company as an artist development powerhouse, a system designed to help independent hip-hop artists rise from raw potential through music production, branding and marketing, and business structure. Your beats, productions, and coaching now support that transformation. They are part of your method, not your main product. So the primary problem you solve, lack of marketing and career direction. Your front-end promise is the artist development package, which we help independent hip-hop artists build their brand, promote their music effectively, and get paid without relying on record labels. The strategic summary: you are a premium artist development brand for independent hip-hop artists in New York. You help emerging artists who are serious about building a career, not just releasing tracks, by giving them sound, strategy, and a system to market, promote, and profit independently. You deliver an independent development package that combines production, branding, marketing, and business training. Your core philosophy empowers artists to control their music, their money, and their message, and never be dependent on labels. Your core differentiator: unlike beat sellers or studios, you offer a complete artist growth system, creative, strategic, and business focus. So this is what you're offering to that particular audience who's looking for this particular help. So now the action items before they get into next step is to confirm the name of your business if you don't have one. We want to confirm the price range, your identity. What's the identity you're going to have in New York? Is it going to be locally, virtually, nationwide? We'll add more information. So once you add that information, now it's going to get into your marketing. It's going to do your marketing precision mapping. It's going to target your persona. It's going to get clear on who you actually speaking to. What are the psychological triggers? What are they most afraid of when it comes to their music career? Your market content. Who are their options in New York City? Online, they have other studios, beat stores, producers. Are there other mentors out there? What are the audience dynamic? How do these artists usually find and connect with people that's like you? Once you answer those questions, because these are more questions you got to get clear, because we're trying to get 100% clear. So when you speak to the individuals you exactly need to speak to. So now it's going to break down your core target persona, 25 to 35, mixed gender, beginner stage. They want to build a fan base. Into the psychological profile, they can't make good music. They don't know how to post content, and they don't understand how to make money within their own talents. They fear being by themselves. The motivation is for them to have independence. Now the market landscape would be a New York City studio producer who sell beats or recording time. You could have an online beat store. Your social channels: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Then it's going to give you a strategic summary of the completed steps. So once you do that, it's going to give you some more action steps, so how you could get more clear. Then once you give it that information, now it's going to start designing your artist development program. Now this is where we're going to start actually getting into the core mechanism, how much this is going to cost, and how you're going to stack your offer and stage it like that. So the goal here is to build an offer so clear, outcome driven, and structured that it feels obvious why it's worth $5,000. And you could put any number, but I would suggest if you're going to do a high ticket offer, that it be no less than $5,000. It's going to give you the core transformation, the entire structural framework, how you can deliver this 4-phase architectural system. So below is a sample 4-phase architectural system that will justify the $5K investment. So the first phase is the foundation phase. That's the artist identity and brand stage. The second phase is the sound stage, where you help them with the professional music production. The third stage is the exposure stage that comes with marketing and promotion. And then the fourth stage is ownership. So once you create the framework and give someone the steps to get from one point to the next, it's easy to make money. It is super easy to make money. Most of our problems come with getting stuck at a particular step. And then what is your support system? Is going to design a support system. What you're going to do, have one-on-one weekly calls, personalized beat production, private community access. How are you going to support your clients? And here's your pricing model. If you have a tier pricing model, they're going to be paying monthly, they're going to be paid in full, paid in 2 payments, 3 payments, whatever your pricing model is. Once you do that, you lock in more answers to those questions. And then now it's going to finalize your blueprint, start giving you the names, start giving you your mission statement, start giving you all the details you need to actually build out your entire marketing plan. You have your core promise, your target audience, your offer structure, your support experience, and your pricing structure. And lastly, it will be your positioning logic. So how are you going to be positioning yourself within the market? So now it's going to ask you some more questions so that way you could answer those questions and get more clearer on what you're trying to do. So now you have an 8-week intensive program with 12 months ongoing coaching support that they will have to pay for new coaching each and every year. There's your core promise, and here's how you would structure it out through all of these phases. And what you would have to do literally on a sidebar is, once you have this information here, you're going to literally have to either build out this information in a school program, like a course. You're going to have to record these videos, or you're going to have to write all this material out in a way that a person can take from beginner or step 1 all the way to the last step, because each one of these phases will have steps inside of each one of these bullet points. So phase 1, the first bullet point is discover artist voice, sound, and story. Inside just that one will be another framework on how you will achieve that particular goal. So each one of these bullet points will have their own framework to the framework that will be one complete framework to get somebody from A to B. You have your ongoing monthly support, your coaching support, your support system, your positioning, and here's your strategic planning, right? So you have your flagship offer, the 8-week program, the 1-year continued support, your entry offer. It will be the light starter pack, will probably be a beat pack or quick tutorial how to market themselves on social media, or how to create a social media profile, or how to create content, whatever it is. You could put something in there as a light starter pack to get them to your high ticket offer. Then you model it with a hybrid virtual training and also YouTube. Put a lot of information on YouTube. If you can, go live once a week and put as much information as you can. It's going to be light at first, but as you keep doing it, people will start to come. Your differentiators is you have the knowledge, you have an artist empowerment system, and your core promise is transforming inspiring artists into being self-sufficient professionals. More questions. Once you answer those questions, now it's going to bring into your brand name concept for the New York City music production. What's your authority? How are you rooted inside New York City? The marketplace, the brand mix name. So it's going to give you all of this information on how you're able to find a fan base, get your music out there throughout these different types of platforms. Going through the brand identity blueprint. This is just summarizing the actual brand identity. Now we getting into who you are, the actual avatar that's going to be presenting this information, the face of the business. So this guy is Taurus the General. He's the founder of the Empire Sound, leading a movement that transforms independent artists into independent moguls, professionals who own their sound, brand, and bit. Yo, this actually sounds pretty good. You know, this, I'm not gonna even hold you, this actually really sounds pretty damn good. So it's gonna give you more summaries after you give more information to this offer architect. I suggest you really go through this step by step when you actually figuring out your own business. It's going to take some time. It's going to take you at least an hour to go through this, so that way you can actually build it out right and accordingly. And all you got to do is copy it, paste it into a Word document, print it out, and then just put it up in front of you, so that way you can see the whole entire blueprint. You could also ask chat to put it into like a process framework, like a flowchart framework, so that way you can see it on a high level. So here's your tier programs, or your tier pricing program. You have your Empire launch kit, and this is all just base. You don't have to have these prices. You can use whatever pricing you actually feel comfortable with, or the price that values the offer that you're delivering. So the launch kit, which would be your entry price kit, would be anywhere from $200 to $500. You have your artist development 8-week program. That's the $5,000 program. Your annual coaching, usually this could be anywhere between $10,000 to $100,000, millions of dollars really. So your coaching price should not be $1,000 or $2,000. Your coaching price should actually minimum be at least $10,000 if you're going to be coaching somebody for 12 months and whatnot. And they could break that up throughout the year if they want to. Then you have your licensing collaboration opportunities. So you can actually put a set price to publish publish their own music. So you can be the music recording publishing company to where you work with artists, and you could be the guy who register the music to ASCAP, so that way you guys can get the splits when it comes to the publishing splits. Breaking down more information on how you could actually achieve profits. So if you sold 100 units at $297, you just made about $30,000 in total revenue running a little ads minus the ads, and you could estimate your profits to be around $20,000 to $25,000. And all you got to do is just increase your ad spend to increase the volume of units that you're trying to sell. So as we go through more, it's going to ask us more questions. We're going to input more questions. So now we're going to get into the funnels and how we're going to create the funnels for this actual business. And once we create the funnels, this is where you will put onto your web content, so that way you can get the person's email address, and then we will create the email automation so that way you can give them more value, more information, and then sell them other services, or just to book a call to help them out for half an hour or 1 hour or whatever. So it's giving you the whole entire funnel strategy, and within the Fire Alarm Business Blueprint, we will create the funnels for you. All you will have to do is have the domain name, so that way we can register new domains to each one of these funnels. We'll set the funnels up for you, pointing to your domain, add all the copy to it. All you would have to do is make sure you have the videos in place, so that way we could post it onto the website, or rather the funnel. Gives you more of the funnel strategy. The funnel strategy goes like, you have the opt-in page, you watch 80% of the training, you could book a strategy call, they'll fill out the application, deposit made, and then all of this is going to be automated within the background that we use within our system in the Fire Alarm Business Blueprint. Now step 7 is going to go through automate more questions, because we're trying to build your authority and your content, so that way you know what you need to say when you're creating content on any one of these social media platforms. And you could also use this to help you write scripts if need be. This will help you build out your YouTube channel, give your YouTube a name, give it a presence, give it a whole brand image, so that way you can create your YouTube profile. It'll give you the content ideas, the things you need to create, the titles, the thumbnails, anything you need to do to help you promote your business. The Offer Architect is there to help you in each and every direction. Then you'll get into the email nurture sequence, where we send out a series of emails to either give the client who signed up to any one of our registration pages, we're going to send them more value, we're going to send them other products, we're going to give them more information about our particular business, and the Offer Architect will create all that content for you. You would have to be the guy putting everything into the system. Once you do that, because once you do the work, the system is set, and all you have to do is refine the system, tweak it, and get better at what you're doing. It also will create the tags for you, so when you create tags, you can send them to a different automation with information about that particular tag, or whatever stage they're in. It's a bunch of different automation things you can do when you tag and have your CRM set up the right way. So now as we get into step 8, this is the authority content framework. So this is again going to give you the titles you need to, the videos you're going to need to create to build the traction for your audience, because this is directly speaking to who you actually need to speak to. And these are all problem aware titles, some solution aware, but some more problem aware titles. So that way, when I see a problem aware title, it triggers me. It makes me feel that as if that person is actually talking to me, and I may be more intrigued into actually watching this particular video. So it'll give you all the strategies you're going to need for your YouTube channel, your shorts, making YouTube shorts, making social media shorts, going live, creating webinars, whatever it is that you have to do to create content, this is going to give it to you. Now, step 9 is how we get into scaling the business and actually building a team to stabilize your whole entire system. It gives you the content calendar, long form on YouTube, shorts on Instagram, TikTok, show proof on YouTube shorts, carousel posts for Instagram. It gives you the suggested workflow, what's your target KPIs for every 30 days. Paid ads, script outlines is going to give you anywhere between 45 and 75 seconds of video scripts that you can use to create your own ad content. It creates the ad scripts for you. It break it down by hook. We introduce the problem, we give the solution, and we present a call to action. That's pretty much the framework. Then we get into the team systemization, how you should use or who you should be hiring or what programs you should be using to create this particular content. So once everything is all said and done, it will print out your entire executive summary, so that way you can copy and paste this or have chat just print it it download it as a PDF or Word document, but you could essentially copy and paste this into another document so that way you can have pretty much your business Bible on how you're going to actually operate your business. So now what you can do is sit down with a few people, print this out, put it on a piece of paper, sit around on a round table, and each one take a task and become a master at that task to form your business. If you're a service provider, an entrepreneur, or even a fire alarm company and your marketing is still fuzzy, you don't need another funnel. You don't need another marketing campaign. All you need is the Offer Architect. Now, if you want me and my team to help you build out the Offer Architect within your business and implement the systems and strategies and also the framework to support it, just click the link below, book a strategy call, and we can get on the phone, and in 30 minutes we can figure it all out on how we can help you. So catch me in the next video when I show you how you can create a high ticket offer for your fire alarm business without sounding all pricey or out of control. So subscribe, hit the bell so you can stay notified when we drop the next video, and remember, you are not a bad salesman. You just need a better offer. Fire alarm expert out. Peace.